Good morning, traders, and this is your day trade setup for the Dow Jones for today. So last week we're starting off on the weekly chart quickly, just to have a look at what we have potentially brewing. So first thing to notice is oscillators starting to group to the downside, specifically the Williams percentage R here, and we do have a separation of the stochastics at the moment. So this is starting to sort of ease off. So the overbought scenario that we were in is currently easing off on the weekly. Now we still have tails. Look at this: tail to the downside, tail to the downside, tail to the downside, and we also have a higher low. Okay, so nothing much to read into at the moment. It's not quite an engulfing pattern. We are below the moving averages, and we're sort of bouncing off it again. And I don't see a level that we've gone back to test at this stage. So we're just hovering here. And in my eyes anyway, we're pretty much still testing this. It's actually not a level, it's more of an area. Okay, so we're kind of testing this zone. Okay, so if we just get to the day quickly, so what we have here is a double bounce off the 200 moving averages, also in the zone. We have inside bar, inside bar. This is potentially a relatively large double bottom. Okay, and I'll show you something on the Bollinger Bands just now when we finish here. But trend is down at the moment. If you look at the moving averages, okay, short-term trend is down. We have hit an area of major resistance, and the buyers are stepping in off here. So this just leads me to believe that if we do drop below 25,222, it's going to fall rather rapidly. Okay, so for now, the 200 moving averages are holding up price on the daily. We look at the 4 hour. You can see we ended off with an inside bar here, and we rallied a bit. We tested the area that I suggested on Friday, but we didn't really get moving off that area. So there was my first swing low, there's my second swing low. So you can see when we tested it with this bar here, I mean, I was in on that bar. Specifically when I saw this 4 hour pin bar, I was in short, stop above here, and of course we got stopped out. So anyway, I still believe that is the scenario at this stage. We're still looking to bounce off this area to the downside. But again, we're going to have to just wait for European Open at the moment. Right, so looking at the hour, we have a relatively interesting situation. First one is that we have a diagonal. Okay. Now, if you guys were watching my video on Friday about the price action we're looking for, just have a look on the hour. We're in a channel. We've had 1, 2, 3 touches on the top, 1, 2, and it looks like coming down to 3 touches at the bottom. So we've got an inside bar here. We have this massive engulfing bar here. Okay, so trend is still up on the hour. We are in an area of resistance, and one thing's for sure, we can actually start fine-tuning this now. So there's our current swing low that we have bounced off twice now. Okay, it could be a double top, but I don't see price action at the top here. So I do see this massive engulfing bar here. Then we had an inside bar that we broke above it. We've had another inside bar this morning. Okay, oscillators are grouping to the upside. We're not at a major level, so we're at a level where these are the major levels here. Okay, because those are the 4 hour. Well, even if we go to the 3 hour, those are our 3 hour levels there. Okay, so we do have a minor level here. You can see there is a fractal. Another tail, another tail, another tail, another tail. So that's fairly strong. Okay, and the next one that we'd be interested in would be this swing high here. Okay, now let's just double check if that lines up with a Fibonacci retracement. Yes, it does. Okay, so we're currently at the 50% retracement. There is a 61.8% retracement up there. Okay, so if we just come down to the 30-minute now, you'll see what we're looking for here. We've got 200 moving averages here as well on the 30-minute. We've got a grouping, another grouping here. No diversions. Well, actually, we do have diversions. So there's a high, slightly lower, call it a double top, but there we have a higher high. So that there is continuation diversions for the downtrend. Okay, so that's kind of, I'm looking for a short. Okay, looking at everything here, I'm looking for a short off either this level here, 25,657, or alternatively off 25,688. Now guys, you need to be looking at price action at that level. So you can see here, I've gone down to 12-minute now just to get a clearer picture. There is an inside bar, there is an inside bar. Okay, but here is a tweet's bottom. So there are buyers here currently. Everything's lining up for a buy, but I think that buy is going to be short-term back to either test this level or break this level and get to the next level up here. Okay, so what I'm looking for at the European Open, and being a Monday, but you're going to have to be quite patient because it may just meander aimlessly until the US market opens. Okay, when the US market opens, these are the two areas that I'm watching. Okay, so it's 25,688 or 25, call it 25,680 to 25,700, and alternatively 25,660 or 25,655. That is what I'm looking for at the moment. At this stage, I think we're probably gonna sort of aimlessly bounce around in something like maybe a bit deeper than that, something like that. So down to the bottom here and then up again. Remember, you've got a diagonal trend line here which will keep price in check until, because it's going to need a bit of effort to get through here, so we'll have to wait for the European Open for that. Okay, so let's just pop down to the Bollinger Bands, and we want to go to the daily. Right, so first things first, okay, if you're familiar with Bollinger Bands, when you've got a break outside the Bollinger Band like that, and then you have one inside, that is Bollinger Diversions, which is an indication that buyers are stepping in and you can anticipate a move to the upside based on a break above there. This is what is called a W pattern. Okay, so break above this area here, you have a W pattern. If we look at the 4-hour, okay, you can see we've only had one move below. So you'd kind of expect another move to the downside. If we don't break below here, then you're looking for a consolidation somewhere above the Bollinger and it'll move up. And well, there's nothing really on the hour at the moment, and nothing really on the half hour, apart from the fact that we are now coming into a squeeze, so the Bollinger Band is getting narrower, narrower, narrower. Okay, so I think the important part to pay attention to here is on all time frames. I mean, on the weekly here, we've broken through the 20 moving average. We're now below the 20 moving average on the weekly. Okay, we closed below it. That's normally also an indication of a bearish move is about to happen. But with all these tails, I think there's a lot of indecision at the moment. Okay, I think the short story here is on the daily, we have a potential Bollinger W forming. But obviously we need to get above, well, let's just fine tune it properly. We need to get above 25,950 for that to take place. Okay, so that in itself is, yeah, I think it's a long shot at the moment. I think we're going to have a for as long as we're below the 20 moving average here. From a Bollinger perspective, this here is a potential head and shoulders brewing. Okay, and again, at the break below this previous swing low, as I said earlier, is going to cause a massive sell-off. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much my view for today. Really looking for another move to the downside. Bear in mind, you've got it's a 200 moving average here, so it doesn't just break through 200 moving averages without a bit of effort. So we've had 2 attempts at it now. I'm expecting the 3rd attempt. If the 3rd attempt is successful, then these fractals here are at risk of breaking to the downside. Okay. So my advice today is quite simple. Get those levels drawn in. Use your 3-hour chart or your 4-hour chart. Get them drawn in on the fractals. If we've got breaks above the fractals like this, what you're looking for at this stage is a break below this pin bar. Okay, so a break below the pin bar and your stop. So your entry would be somewhere around there, and your stop is going to be pretty much 100 points away. It's going to be above this fractal here. Okay, so put those levels in. Get down to like the 30-minute. Okay, sorry, we've got to just get one more level in here because this level has been, basically we've broken through it a couple of times. So I'm looking for the next level. And this swing high here is my next level. And you can see I've tagged it. So let's just get a 3rd one in. There's my 3rd one. Okay, remember, always look to the left, look for the fractals. Okay, if there's none over here, or they're too far away, look a little bit further and you'll find them. There it is there. The next fractal to the upside is pretty much that one there, when that one is a fairly significant level there. And you know, this is sort of quite a big breakout here. But anyway, what I'm looking for on the short term is fairly simple. So this level has been broken a couple of times and closed on the lower time frames. Even the 30 minutes has got to close it above it twice. So I'm almost inclined to believe that we need to discard this level. Okay, so those are my levels that I need to pay attention to, and have a look at how nicely it ties up with the 200 moving averages. So it's 25, 690, 25, 725, and 25, 660. Okay, those are the 3 levels I'm looking for another short entry. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's my view for today, and my advice really is just wait for the European Open to happen, because you may have a bounce in the European Open to the upside and then a move to the downside, or alternatively, you may just drop to the downside and then come back and test before the US Open. So just wait for the European Open to mature, and probably sort of midday European time, you'll see there should be something brewing, unless some news comes out before then. Okay. Anyway, that's my view. Looking for shorts, looking in this zone here for an entry that I want to see price action. Okay, I want to see a pin bar, I want to see an inside bar or an engulfing bar, and I want to see that off sort of the 30-minute or the hour. But if you are down to a lower time frame, you can watch the 12-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute charts just to see what's happening at this level. Okay, anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.